हमारी तरफ से एक प्यार भरा नमस्ते,
नमस्कार,
वनकम,
नमस्कार,
खुशामदीद,
सलाम अलैकुम,
सत श्री अकाल,
మీకందరికీ వందనములు,
जय स्वामी नारायण,
जय श्री कृष्ण।
जय जनेन्द्र।
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बहनों को बोलते याली मदद।
मोलाली मदद बोलते हुए सारे फीजी मदद बोलेंगे नीसा बुला बरजान। हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारा। मैं से फालतू बाबा,
And of course, myself, Altu Rani, लेकर आपके लिए और drive time that's going to make another wonderful Monday magnificent in Mastani Mundani.
to the Barajan. Of course, right now what you're going to do is you're going to jump into our sorry, not Ganika, going to go to the Ganika later on. But उससे पहले go check out what's happening on the roads with रास्ते का हाल जो हम लोग आपको देते हैं टोटल सस्ते में।
It's time for the Bandu Traffic Update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
Alright, Barajan, let's see what's happening on the roads. Pehla road pe jaane pehle let's talk about the weather, Barajan. It's going to be a hot day today, Barajan. We're going to have somewhere in the lower 80s, मतलब around 81 ऐसा रहेगा Barajan inland. But of course, coastal side में तो काफी धूप चल रही है वहाँ पे. If you're talking to Sacramento, it's going to be in the upper 80s, like 89, 90 तक रहेगा वहाँ पे temperature. लेकिन यहाँ पे you might find a little bit of clouds, Barajan, but it's going to burn up pretty soon. By afternoon, you'll only have sunny skies all the way, Barajan. A little bit of clouds tomorrow, but the week kind of looks sunny all the way. So it's going to be a good weather for us, not too hot because we're still in the springtime, as you guys know. We're not got into summer as yet, Barajan. Let's see what's happening in the roads. Well, Barajan, roads के बारे में बात करते हैं, Barajan. Bridge के बारे में बात होती है, तो there's high wind advisory on 58 on the 80 bridge as usual because of some winds coming in towards the coastal side, and a little bit of congestion happening on 280 southbound, south of the 101 in San Francisco area, Barajan. So watch out for that. It doesn't say what is causing the delay, but there seems to be some sluggish traffic in that region, so watch out for that. Apart from that, if you look at South Bay and the Fremont area, a little bit of congestion, sluggish traffic on the intersection of 101 and 880. Generally hota wahan pe, Barajan. As you know, economy is opening up. Many companies are actually getting their people back into the offices, Barajan. So there's going to be some traffic over there. Schools के बारे में आपको मालूम है, they probably are going to be opening up as well. A hybrid is still going on, but let's see what's going to happen there for sure, Barajan. उसके बारे में और जानकारी देंगे, लेकिन अभी के लिए we're going to go towards the news desk and ask Faltu, Ani, do we have the news ready for us, Faltu?
Yes, Altu Baba, we kind of have the news from across the United States and also a news from locally here in the San Francisco Bay Area.
All right.
That is available for us. But really quickly, want to give you a quick coronavirus update, considering that there are so many relaxation of rules that are happening across many states in the country. A U.S. intelligence report found that several researchers at China's Wuhan Institute of Virology fell ill in November 2019 and had to be hospitalized. This new detail could fuel further debate about the origins of the virus. The director of the lab has vehemently denied the report's findings, calling them a complete lie. In the United States, despite lagging vaccine interest, at least 25 states plus Washington, D.C. now have fully vaccinated at least half of their adult residents. Almost half the total population of the US has now gotten at least one shot. The benefits of more vaccinations is already obvious. The US is recording some of the lowest COVID-19 metrics in roughly a year.
That's good news, right?
Yes, it is.
So very pretty much in line with the opening of all economy budget by mid-June. It's going to be a nice way to actually, enjoy summer without the virus worry on our head.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's go on over and talk a little bit about the U.S. Supreme Court, which has been pretty active. The U.S. Supreme Court on Monday declined to take up a case over whether to make it easier to hold municipalities liable for civil rights violations committed by their police, rejecting an appeal involving a man fatally shot by an officer in Ohio. The justices turned away the appeal filed by the mother of a 23-year-old man named Luke Stewart of a lower court, ruling that throughout her claims made under federal law in a civil rights lawsuit against the city of Euclid and an officer involved in the 2017 incident. Matthew Rhodes, who was the officer who shot Stewart in the chest and neck at close range, avoided liability for those claims through a legal defense called qualified immunity, even though the lower court determined that a jury might find that he used unlawfully excessive force. So you could get more information about this, Bandujan, on mediamahima.com. And this is particularly relevant, Bandujan, because exactly a year ago, George Floyd died, right? So if you look at, there is a whole big, many different news publications are doing reflection articles on the Black Lives Matter protests, and also they're saying it's not just one pandemic. Wherever I'm turning to, right, whichever forum that I'm at, almost everybody in the African American community has been saying this. 2020 unleashed not only the coronavirus pandemic, but a bigger pandemic was that the hate and racial violence against African American individuals. So that's something that we all need to be cognizant of, because we could say, I'm not African American, it's not going to affect me. But at the end of the day, we are people of color. Whether we like it or not. And at the end of the day, we are all human beings, because if it affects one person, the angst in that community could turn into angst against another community. Now look at the Asian, the hatred that's being unleashed towards Asian Americans. So we really need to be cognizant of that. Now, let's move on over and talk a little bit about what's going on in New York City. New York City school system, the largest in the country, will now offer no remote learning option in the fall. They're saying they're requiring all of their 1.1 million students to attend classes in person after more than a year of disruption caused by the pandemic, Mayor Bill de Blasio said on Monday. In the current school year, a hybrid weekly schedule involves students having a mix of in-person and remote learning, as is the case here in the Bay Area, and most parents have also opted to keep their children home for remote learning 5 days a week. Neither of those options are going to be offered in September when the new school year begins, is what Mayor Bill de Blasio is saying. We say friendly skies, right? When we are flying. Well, talk about unfriendly skies. 2,500 unruly US airline passengers have been reported in just the first 5 months of 2021. That's right, Bandujan. Airlines have filed about 2,500 unruly passenger reports with the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration this year, including 1,900 reports of passengers not wearing required face masks, the agency said on Monday. The jump in cases in midst of the coronavirus pandemic prompted FAA Administrator Steve Dixon in March to indefinitely extend a zero-tolerance policy on unruly air passengers imposed in January. The FAA said on Monday that it had proposed new civil penalties ranging from $9,000 to $15,000 against 5 airline passengers for disruptive and, in some cases, assaultative behavior. President Joe Biden condemns attacks on the U.S. Jewish community as despicable. U.S. President Joe Biden condemned the violence against U.S. Jewish communities in the United States and abroad on Monday after a string of attacks amid the conflict between Israel and Gaza's Hamas rulers. Physical or verbal assaults were reported against Jews in New York City, Los Angeles, and South Florida during the 11 days of fighting in the region. The recent attacks on the Jewish community are despicable and they must stop. I condemn this hateful behavior at home and abroad. It's up to all of us to give hate no safe harbor, Biden wrote on a Twitter post. And Gilad Erdan, Israel's ambassador to the United States, tweeted his thanks in response and said he hoped that the assailants were swiftly brought to justice and hate crimes deterred. In local news, Bandujan, let us tell you that with Santa Clara County now in the least restrictive yellow tier in the state's reopening blueprint, Santa Clara Valley Transportation Authority, that is the VTA, said it will expand rider capacity and shift to a 3-foot distancing protocol on its buses and light rail trains starting this week. Under the original protocols, which included 6-foot physical distancing capacity, on VTA buses had been reduced by 80 to 90% since March 2020, which meant about 600 to 800 customers were passed up daily for more than a year, the agency said. Effective starting Wednesday, the following onboard capacities will go into effect. On the light rail, there'll be 34 passengers per car. On the 30-foot bus, 15 passengers will be allowed. On the 40-foot bus, 18 passengers will be allowed. And on the 60-foot buses, 26 passengers will be allowed. They are saying that they're not completely out of the woods yet, but that is the reason they're still maintaining the physical distancing protocol, is what they're saying. Fire season is fully in effect, Bandujan, and fire crews contained in Fremont, actually, early Monday morning, contained a brush fire in the hills above Fremont, and the initial investigation indicated that the cause was suspicious. According to the Fremont Fire Department, at about 4:20 a.m., firefighters responded to a blaze that had scorched about 2 acres about 2 miles into the Mission Peak Regional Preserve. The blaze was contained at about 7:30 a.m., according to CAL FIRE. In other news, Banjan, Hilton San Francisco Union Square is set to reopen after the COVID-19 closure. Two people who were swept up in San Francisco's Ocean Beach rip current were rescued from the surf. Who are these people? You can get more information over there. And a group has gathered for a prayer vigil in memory of George Floyd in Palo Alto. So more on all of this, you will get information on mediamahima.com. Time for our Gane Ka Ki Dal Tu Baba.
That's right, of course, Banjan. I would say गाने की लगाएंगे आप लोगों को, but a quick look also will come up in terms of what's happening with the world, Banjan, थोड़ी देर में. लेकिन इससे पहले ये गाना सुनिएगा, Banjan, which actually has a lot of lesson to learn from this, Banjan. गाना तो है एक फन गाना which actually is for the movie called Sanju, Banjan. भोपू बज रहा है. But the question is, किसके लिए भोपू बज रहा है, Banjan? क्या है? सुनिएगा, सीखिएगा इस गाने से.
भोपू बज रहा है, भोपू भोपू बज रहा है, भोपू भोपू बज रहा है, डांस डांस कर ले, भोपू बज रहा है, भोपू.
And the music of Rohan Badajan and Shekhar Astitwa Rohan Gokhale ka lyrics.
बाजा तो मूड में तू आजा, दबंग होके डांस कर ले, फिकर छोड़ सारी, हटा ये दुनियादारी, मलंग होके डांस कर ले, गॉगल चढ़ा ले यारा, कॉलर उठा ले यारा, दुनिया का लोड मत ले.
That's right, Banjan. दुनिया का लोड मत ले. The voice of Nakash Aziz from the movie Sanju, Banjan. एक गाना और बजेगा आपके लिए ताकि आपको और सीख मिले इस गाने से बचे. लेकिन उससे पहले what we're going to do is go and check out what's happening with the world. Faltwani, do you have news for us from the world?
Yes, absolutely. I don't know how many of you have been following this particular news item, Banjan, about Belarus. Remember that Lukashenko, the guy who was in the news for a very long time about how the oppressive regime he had? Well, Belarus is now facing sanctions threat over state piracy. Some airlines are beginning to avoid the Belarus airspace. Several airlines said on Monday that they're going to start avoiding the Belarusian airspace after Belarus scrambled a warplane in order to intercept a Ryanair jetliner and arrest a dissident journalist in an act denounced by the Western powers as state piracy. The European Union was considering responding to Sunday's incident by limiting international air traffic over Belarus and restricting its ground transport, and could tighten sanctions already in place on the former Soviet Republic. The reaction should be swift and severe, Belgian Prime Minister Alexander De Croo told journalists ahead of talks among all 27 national EU leaders from 1700 GMT. Irish Foreign Minister Simon Coveney, or using language that was echoed by a number of EU countries, said this was effectively aviation piracy, said which is state-sponsored, and 3 Baltic states said Belarusian airspace should be declared unsafe and that the EU should close its airspace to Belarusian flights. The Myanmar Junta showed the first images of Aung San Suu Kyi since her arrest. Myanmar state television on Monday aired pictures of ousted leader Aung San Suu Kyi for the first time since a military coup nearly 4 months ago, showing her first in-person court appearance since her arrest. MRTV, in its nightly news bulletin, showed Suu Kyi, 75, in the dock, sitting upright with her hands in her lap and wearing a surgical mask. Beside her was ousted President Win Myint and another defendant, a former Naypyidaw Mayor Myo Aung, as two police officers stood behind them. Remember that news that we shared on Friday, Bandajan? I think it was on Friday or Saturday. It was about Friday, actually. The Italian cable car that crashed, killing so many people. Well, investigators said on Monday their initial probe into the cable car disaster in northern Italy that killed 14 people would look into how the lead cable snapped and why a safety brake mechanism failed to activate. The gondola on a cableway that takes visitors up a mountain from near the shore of Lake Maggiore plunged to the ground on Sunday, killing all aboard apart from a 5-year-old Israeli boy who suffered multiple broken bones and is now in critical condition. Italian prosecutors have opened an investigation into suspected involuntary manslaughter and negligence. President Biden and Putin are going to have a summit in Geneva soon, according to the Swiss Daily. An advanced U.S. mission has already arrived in Geneva. For that purpose, the newspaper added, plane spotters reported on Twitter seeing an unusual U.S. cargo aircraft landing at the city's airport on Sunday. The Tages Anzeiger said the time and venue of the Biden-Putin meeting remains unclear, though it would likely take place in Geneva in the next few weeks. For some reason, no, Altubaba, don't you feel like a lot of the news that's coming out, like the Belarusian airspace where they're trying to bring this opposition journalist down and they're trying to make sure that they're sending war aircrafts to redirect airspace, and then now these hush meetings between Biden and Putin. All this seems like some kind of doesn't it seem some kind of like we're in a spy movie or something?
Yeah, I think we are. We are living in a spy movie with the Jan.
Yeah.
We're all the people who actually go, not when the aircraft falls in the sky. And I have a very strong feeling, Father, in a year or two, we actually will have some aliens visiting us also.
Oh my God. No.
Why? No.
No. We don't want to see any aliens or anything, Altubaba.
Well,
Thank you very much.
the movies have been, if at all, if you learn something in movies are pretty much like a forewarning of what's going to happen, right?
Right.
They talked about the spy, they talked about the presidency, talked about how the whole world is conspiring.
Yeah.
What about science fiction?
Well, Altubaba,
The SETI actually is in business because only, right? I'm sure there's some kind of a thing there. Right? We are reaching out, they'll reach out to us now.
well, Lucky Ali, right? The singer Lucky Ali or somebody actually reported on Twitter that he observed UFO activity. He really spotted a UFO.
Yeah.
And
But actually, every Indian household actually has seen IFOs, but only thing now you got to
what
find
is
out.
IFOs?
Identified flying objects.
Yeah, like the Balins and the.
True. What happened? You were saying something to me.
No, I was just saying that. People are not able to see you interacting with me, so that's what I was.
That's fine. It's time for us to be heading out because of we already have signed off from our radio part of Bandajan.
Yeah.
But this is the last iteration of the Ghana which you have for you guys from the movie Sanju. Anything, any going away thoughts you want to share with our Bandhus?
Nothing much, Punjab. We'll be back tonight live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show. Don't forget to tune in. And if you want to catch up on this broadcast, that airs every Monday through Friday right here on Radio De Hotties. Just go to facebook.com/Radio De Hotties. You can watch the video cast, or you can download the Radio De Hotties app on iOS and Android and follow us there as well. इसी के साथ we're going to say have yourselves good night.
Shabba khair. Oh no, sorry. Good. Have a wonderful, have a magnificent Monday.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the evening live at 5 with the Papa.